His most embarrassing wrestling moment was losing to Izzy in the black and red duel. Being the demon wrestler is the brotherhood that he created. If he were a WWE wrestler, Coach Cooper and the Coach Pratt for pushing me no matter what, and the Coach Izzy for being a friend, and Coach Brookshire for being a brother when I need one. Give it up to Bryce Moneyhan. Our next senior wrestler, Mr. Nathan Henry. He's escorted tonight by his mom and dad, Blake and Mary Beth. Nathan Channel, Nathan Henry's up here. He graduated last year. This is Nathan Channel's first year to wrestle. His activities are football, working out, and playing Fortnite. His honors are getting his LNH and being an HOSA member. After graduation, he plans on going to basic training and then going to college. His favorite wrestling memory is seeing Jacob break his shoulder. His most embarrassing memory is not winning a match yet. What he will miss most for being a demon wrestler are his coaches. If he were a WWE wrestler, his name would be King Kong. His shout-outs go to his parents for all their support. Give it up to Nathan Channel. Our next senior wrestler, Jacob Childers, otherwise known as Jay Chill. He's escorted by Crystal Childers and Lynn and John Medford. This is Jacob's first year to wrestle. Other activities he enjoys: football, Fortnite, and working out. Honors and awards include getting to his senior year and not being arrested for speeding. His plans after graduation are welding and working on oil rigs. His favorite memory: seeing Corbin fold up Nathan. His most embarrassing moment was getting folded up and hurting his shoulder. What he would miss most about being a Duncan Demon is picking on Presh. If he were a WWE wrestler, he would be known as Jay Chill. He wants to give a shout out to his grandpa, John Medford, Lynn Medford, his grandma, Crystal Childers, his mother, Coach Presh for pushing me into wrestling. Give it up to Jacob Childers. Our next senior wrestler, Mr. Peyton Dye. He's escorted tonight by his parents, Dustin and Casey Kellenhofer, his sister, Addison, and Savannah. This is PK's fifth year to wrestle. Other sports and activities include pole vaulting, hunting, fishing, and trying new things. His awards and honors include being a part of the runner-up dual state team, as well as being a dual state qualifier in 2021. After graduation, he plans to complete his HVAC certification while continuing higher education in college. His favorite memory. Folks, this is fantastic. During his freshman year in dual state, we made it to the finals. And I hit a nice lap drop, winning the match. When I headed over to Coach, he said, "Wow, PK, that was a nice lap drop." To which I said, "Coach, what's a lap drop?" His most embarrassing wrestling memories: he got left at a Chinese buffet restaurant after we beat Ike in a duel. What he will miss most about being a demon wrestler is being together as a group. I'll miss the moments that we shared together and the memories that we've made. If Peyton Dow was a WWE wrestler, his name would be PK. He'd like to give a shout out to his coaches for helping him become a confident wrestler during the later stages of the sport, and my teammates who made me feel special just as much as I made them feel. Give it up to your senior wrestler, Mr. Peyton Dow. Our next wrestler, senior wrestler, is Jimmy Gordon. Tonight, Jimmy is escorted by his mother. This is his first year to wrestle. Other activities that Jimmy enjoys is playing instruments. After graduation, he plans to attend law school. His favorite memory was calmly saying, "Yippee," after his first win. His most embarrassing moment was getting ankle picked by Riley with 5 seconds left in the match. What will he miss most about being a Duncan Demon wrestler is the people he's met along the way. If he were a WWE wrestler, his name would be undefeated and undisputed. His shout-outs go out to his brother Joe, Ray, Izzy, who peer pressured me into joining the wrestling team. Also PK and his mom for cheering me on. Give it up to your senior wrestler, Jimmy Gordon. Our next senior wrestler tonight, Mr. Cooper Kelly. Cooper is escorted tonight by his mom and dad, Kevin and Kelly, his brother, Connor, his wife, Jenny, and their children, Charlotte and Pryor, his brother, Hunter, and his wife, Allie, his sister, Kennedy, and his grandpa, Frank. His other activities include football, student council, leadership, and hanging out with his friends. His awards and honors include being a state qualifier, dual state runner-up, 4-year starter, and a team captain. After graduation, he plans to attend college. His favorite memory was being a part of the 2021 dual state runner-up team. Most embarrassing moment was thrown up on the mat in a Little League match. What will he miss most about being a Duncan Demon wrestler? All the funny inside jokes and Mr. Coach Fresh. If you were a WWE wrestler, Cooper, your name would be Slim Shady. His shout out to all of his teammates and coaches. Give it up to your senior wrestler, Cooper Kelly. Your next Duncan Demon senior wrestler, Angel Macias. He's escorted tonight by Nevaeh Kinrad. This is his second year to wrestle. He enjoys singing, working out, gaming, track and field, and cross country. After graduation, he plans on joining the Marines, doing mechanics or infantry. His favorite memory was winning his first wrestling match by 3 points. His most embarrassing moment was getting into the banana split by another opponent and injuring my knee. What will he miss most about being a Duncan Demon? Being able to create memories with other Duncan Demon wrestlers. I will miss my coaches that taught me what I know. Knowing my coaches will be proud of me no matter what. If he were a WWE wrestler, he would be Rey Mysterio. His shout-outs go to Coach Cooper for letting me experience what wrestling is, my grandma for supporting me in what I do, and Nevaeh Kinrad for being my biggest supporter. Give it up to Angel Macias. Your next senior Duncan Demon, Nathan Ray Miles Jr. He's escorted tonight by Laura Collins and Kyle Healy. This is Ray's 4th year to wrestle. His other activities includes football and reflections. After graduation, he plans on going to the United States Marine Corps boot camp. His favorite memory from wrestling is coaching Izzy for his first match. His most embarrassing wrestling moment was having my shoe come off in the middle of a match. What he will miss most about being a Duncan Demon wrestler is coming to practice every day and knowing that I will be challenged. His WWE name will be Little Ray Ray. His shout-outs go to Jimmy Gordon, Demon Clark, Israel Trujillo, dad Jake, his mother Natalie, Madison Holt and Connor Holt. This is Riley's 9th year wrestle. Other sports and activities, baseball, fishing, good old sleep. His awards and honors, winning Florida Panhandle Championships, winning a 5A state baseball championship his sophomore year. Plans after graduation is to follow the trade and become successful. His favorite memory from wrestling, going to Florida, and playing tag with the team on the beach that night. His most embarrassing moment was missing weight at Shawnee's duels his freshman year, though it was Coach Pritchard's fault. What he will miss most about being a demon wrestler is the secondary family bonding and memories. If he were a WWE wrestler, his name would be Mighty Mouse. His shout-outs go to his parents, his teammates, as well as his very supportive coaches. Give it up, folks, Mr. Ryland Samuels. And last but not least, our last senior wrestler tonight, Israel Torino. He's escorted tonight by Jeremy and Jada Gibson. This is his 3rd year to wrestle. Other sports and activities include football, choir, and playing video games. Awards and honors, all district for football. Plans after graduation is to become a Marine and start a business. His favorite wrestling memory, beating Bryce in the red black duels, beating Lawton Mack in the Lawton Mack kid at SOI. That was the team's heavyweight. His most embarrassing moment as a Duncan wrestler was losing to Devin Moeller for a ranking match and losing to Sulphur in 31 seconds and losing to the Santa Fe kid. What will he miss most about being a Duncan wrestler? Being able to compete, the brotherhood, and the environment. If he were a WWE wrestler, his name would be Izzy E. His shout-outs go to Ray Miles, Jimmy Gordon, and Bryce Money Hands. Folks, give it up to your senior, Israel Trujillo. All right, folks, we're going to present a special recognition tonight to a lady that's been a part of this program for close to 50 years. Zoe Gray, we need you to come to the center of the mat. Ms. Gray has supported this program in ways that we can't explain, and we want to recognize her for her continued support of the Duncan Demons and the wrestling program. Give it up to Ms. Zoe Gray. All right, folks, we're going to get the duel started about 7:35, so we're going to have about a 10 to 15 minute break, and we'll get the duel started.
is in the building.
Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they will see the thunder? Just remember when you come up, the show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they will see the thunder? Just remember when you come up, the show goes on.
We're going to be getting started here in just a couple of minutes. Before we start, I want to recognize some of the great sponsors for Duncan Wrestling. We'll start out with the Simpson family, Insurance One, Silver Moon Energy, Daryl and Kerry Martin, RS Bank, Tilly Pressure Test, BEH Properties, Coach Ken Gray and his family supporting the Duncan Demons for over 50 years. Thank you for your support of the Duncan Wrestling program. Duncan Demons. All right, if you would please remove your hats, rise for the playing of our national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start our lineups.
Okay, we're coming to you live from the Hoover Center. I'm going to let Mr. Corey Enzi announce the lineups for the Shawnee Wolves and your host school, the Duncan Demons.
At 106, our first battle tonight, from the Shawnee Wolves, Booker Dolman. And from Duncan, we'll have Jesse Chastain or Savion Marco Simmons. At 113, for the Wolves, Blaine Tabor, and your Duncan Demons, Bailey Hunter. At 120, from Shawnee, Caden Kurt, Duncan is Boyd. At 126, for the Wolves, Sam Teepee, and your Duncan Demon, Jack Enzi. At 132, from Shawnee, Zeke McDaniel, and your Duncan Demons will be Bryson Burton or Riley Hunter. At 138, from the Wolves, Cade Carter, and your Duncan Demons will be Felipe Villarreal or your senior, Rylan Samuels. At 144, from Shawnee, Trenton McKeon or Braylon Covey, and your Duncan Demons, Jackson Simpson. and your senior, PK Dow. At 150 for the Wolves, Holland Ryder. And from Duncan, Jimmy Gordon, or your senior, Cooper Kelly. At 157 from Shawnee, Chicago, Heron, and your Duncan Demon, Eli Ramirez. And at 165 for the Wolves, Dawson McDaniel. And your Duncan Demon, Deacon Clark. At 175 from the Wolves, Jason Hare. And from Duncan, Isaiah Elix. And at 190 from Shawnee, Jacob Holman. And from Duncan, Bryson Poindexter. The Wolves are boys in 215. And your Duncan Demon, Preston Corbin Torres. At heavyweight, from the Wolves, Logan Skelta. And your Duncan Demon, Garrett Henry.
All right, welcome back. This is Kevin Wattenberger with Chisholm Holland. The captains are out, about to do the flip to see who gets the choices in which mat. Referee Joe LeGrand. And tonight's duel will be starting at 106, which is going to be Jesse Chastain for the Duncan Demons. Your Duncan Demons are coming off a tournament victory at the Panhandle Championships in Panama City, Florida this past weekend. They won 8 duels with 20. There were 24 teams from 5 different states. Jesse's a freshman, in on a single leg, and takes down the opponent for 2.
That's quick there.
Yeah, Jesse's grown a lot of confidence over the past couple of weeks. He was a runner-up in the SOI tournament, and he won the majority of his matches this weekend in Florida. He's doing really well. He's progressed a whole lot. It's like he's trying to get a half there with his right hand, and he releases the point for an escape so he can try to get another takedown and build an early lead. Gets a high crotch, switches off to a double. Once he brings his opponent down to the mat and in control, that's 2 points for the takedown. Your Demons, of course, are coached by Ashton Cooper and Dylan Prutch. Their next competition after tonight will be at the Carl Albert tournament this weekend, and then they will return to the Hoover Center on January the 18th to host their district duels for a chance to go to dual state. An illegal hold there against Chastain gives 1 point to his Shawnee opponent. Scores now 4-2.
What was the call there? Illegal hold on.
I believe it was he had a full Nelson.
Okay.
Okay, and a 1 point escape again. Looks like Jesse feels confident on his feet to keep taking down this opponent. Jesse's trying to work, create angles so he can get another shot in. Nice double leg there. Lift. And he's going to look for a back points here if he can switch over to a half. Jesse's third takedown as he builds up a 6-3 lead.
8 seconds left here.
That's the end of the time there, end of the first period. Looks like Shawnee's going to have the choices in the odd matches. They choose the bottom position. Chastain's up 6-3. All periods in your high school matches are going to be a 2-2-2, which means 2 minutes for each period. Chastain's working for a half, looking to run it over. Once he gets his opponent past the 45 degrees, he starts earning back points. He's already got a 5 count, so he's going to get 3 back points here if he does not pin him. He's lost his pin hold, so he does get awarded the 3 points. Scores now 9-3. You see Jesse going right back to that half. And he didn't get it switched over quick enough, so that's probably what he did in the first period as well. If you have 2 halves, it becomes a full Nelson, which is illegal. Another escape here. Score should be 9-5, I believe.
1:12 left.
Another takedown. Scores 11-5. A small attempt at a cradle. Brings him back to the mat. Chastain does have 2 illegal hold penalties. The next one would be a 2-point penalty. And if you happen to get a 4th one, it's a disqualification from the match. Another escape. Jesse right back in on the takedown attempt. Has his opponent's head down. Shawnee Wolves are also a Class 5A opponent. They're coached by Andrew McCune. In on a single leg attempt, Jesse has a whizzer. Fighting off the takedown. Shawnee does get the takedown. Makes it an 11-8. Match is starting to get a little bit interesting with about 15 seconds left in the second period. It's going to be Jesse's choice at the beginning of the third period. And Coach Cooper is indicating that he wants the bottom position. Jesse tries to hop over it. Needs to get his shoulders up. High man usually wins in these type of scrambles. Jesse trying to keep following the hips and secures a reversal.
13-8 now. Now again, I'm not an expert in any stretch of the imagination in this. It feels like Jesse's been pretty dominant in this, but the escapes and the penalties, and it's
the penalties and giving up the takedown really made the match a whole lot closer than it seems like it's been. Jesse does have a cradle now. Needs to put the bottom knee in the side, try to slow down the kid's motion so he can work for the fall. He did get 3 back points, is in danger of giving up a reversal now. Scores now 16-10. Jesse's got a 6-point lead, which would be a decision in the team score, which is worth 3 points. If he can build his lead to 8 points, it would turn into a major decision and give the Demons another team point. There he goes. He has secured an escape now, so Jesse needs to get a takedown to work for the major decision. 30 seconds left. Chastain with a 7-point lead, 17-10. He needs to score another takedown to secure a major. In on a single leg attempt.
15.
Now he switched over to a double. No points have been awarded yet. No control has been established. And the Shawnee wrestler does a good job of fighting off that last takedown. keeps it at a decision for these Wolves. Chastain, your winner by a 17-10 decision, which makes this team score your Duncan Demons 3, Shawnee 0.
I'm understanding now might be more important for us to have a good shot at the scoreboard as well. So I'm going to go do that real quick.
Okay. Chisholm's taking care of some technical difficulties. Getting the scoreboard where it's fixed to match our monitor so we can bring you the information a little bit better. Savion Perkins, or not Perkins. Savion's your wrestler now for your Demons. He's a sophomore, has given up a takedown. Savion actually weighed in at the 106-pound weight class, is jumping up so the Demons don't give up any forfeits in tonight's duel. Savion in the bottom position. The Shawnee wrestler has a crossbody ride, looking to work for some back points. Attempt at a guillotine position could be potentially dangerous on that arm, the way it's getting yanked right there.
And this is why I wasn't a wrestler, that right there.
Yeah, it's quite a painful position. It's not very much fun when you're having that done to you. And he does get him over for being awarded back points right now. Savion has a chance if he can get his hips up to get out of that. I was working out with our team over Christmas break, and they really did a lot of work on fighting leg rides, and you could see how it helped them in the Florida tournament. Savion gets off his back, and the score is now 5-0. And a potentially dangerous call because the shoulder was getting pulled against the natural flow of motion there. The time.
4 seconds left.
Okay, this is an even match. It should be Duncan's choice. Savion defers. Shawnee wrestler is going to choose the bottom position.
All right, so explain to why, if you have a 5-point lead, would you choose the bottom position potentially?
Typically, most wrestlers feel, especially in the high school level, feel that they've worked out enough and have practiced enough that they can choose the bottom position so they can get an escape, and it's like an extra point.
Right.
And we got a locked hands call there, which is going to be a penalty. So the Shawnee wrestler has a chance to do any move for a second while the locked hands. So he's going to get a 1-point locked hands penalty and a 2 points for a reversal. Now the score is 8-0. He's working on a power half. Savion's doing a good job of competing. He's jumped up a weight class. And he's shown a lot of fight here.
Whenever you jump up a weight class, what's kind of the first thing you notice as a wrestler?
For the most part, the guys are a little bit bigger. Like this is a 7-pound difference between 106 and 113. And for a smaller guys, it may not seem like much, but it's a pretty big deal. Usually with most weight classes, when you go up, guys tend to be a little bit stronger and everything for every weight. And you just have to work harder to get the setups and everything that you want for your shots because you're going against a guy that's just a little bit bigger than you. Shawnee kid working on the leg ride in that guillotine position again. Savion's doing a good job of fighting, not giving up any back points. And he hips over, gets a 1 count. You have to have You have to have a 2 count in order to be awarded back points. Shawnee wrestler is bringing his hips over and doing that Turk around his neck, trying to get Savion exposed, not able to do it. So the period's going to end with the score of, it should be 8-0 with the point added for the locked hands call. It's going to be Savion's choice here. Really in a pickle because he's had a tough time with the opponent in every position. I imagine Coach Cooper might either choose the bottom position or try his luck on his feet again. They're getting the score fixed now, I believe. Coach McKeon talking with referee Joe LeGrand.
Yeah, everybody involved. Coach Cooper over there now. Math wasn't my best subject. Every so often, even counting up to 8 can sneak up on you.
Yes. Got a pretty good crowd here tonight for senior night.
Yeah, I was just telling you, I haven't been to the Hoover facility. Obviously, I'm not from Duncan originally.
Where are you from?
Marlow originally, which is basically saying a swear word. So I apologize for that up front. Don't hold that against me. But yeah, I love places like this. This is a cool little place.
It's a neat little facility.
It is.
Savion chose the neutral position, so we're starting the third period on our feet. He's down 8-0. Needs to get a takedown to eat into that lead. Shawnee wrestler out on a high crotch attempt. Savion counters with a body lock. He needs to try to roll it through. And Shawnee gets the takedown. No, back to the facility. It's really neat. They've got the upstairs hospitality room with it being senior night. All the seniors and their families were fed. The middle school had a dual preceding this where we won 64-13, so they did well.
Who's the coach of that team?
I'm actually the coach. Coach Brookshire and I tried to slip in a little Wattenberger brag there.
All right.
This is my first year coaching here in Duncan. There's great support for the sport, all the way from Miss Shanna Byerly and the superintendent to the coaching staffs, athletic director Bobby Cook, parents and the booster club are great here. I've really enjoyed my time here in Duncan so far. Shawnee wrestler attempting to get the legs in. Savion tried to catch the boot. Didn't quite get it, but he didn't give up any back points either there in that little roll through.
Got about 40 seconds left here to work with.
Savion, even though he's not coming out on top right now, he's doing a very good job. And by keeping this to a major decision, which it will probably be, he's saving 2 team points, and he's done a good job. He's in trouble now with the banana splits, giving up back points. 2 points were awarded. The score is 12-0 with 10 seconds left. It looks like Savion will avoid another turn, so there won't be any more team points. Kid's getting a little bit frustrated and kind of pushing off on Savion there. Even though Savion took a loss, he did a good job, fought hard, did not get pinned, and it saved the team 2 points. Bailey Hunter, your wrestler, are now at 120. We're going to take a quick break before this match. Or actually, we'll do it after this one.
Bailey Hunter.
Bailey, a freshman, jumping up a weight class also to 120. He's given up a cradle. He's in danger of being pinned here. He's fighting hard. Shawnee wrestler has a cradle. He's trying to take him straight back. He's already got 2 back points secured. He's going to walk behind the knee here to a very dangerous position for Bailey. Painful right here. And the fall. Gives you 6 points for Shawnee, and we're going to take a quick break.
Sparklight, high-speed internet, keeping you connected to what matters most. This is the live stream. We'll be right back, brought to you by Sparklight. Sparklight high-speed internet keeps you connected to what matters most. With speeds up to 2 gigabytes, advanced home Wi-Fi delivered over the fiber-powered network. Sparklight internet keeps you connected with loved ones, enables seamless access to work, school, and power your business.
Okay, back to action here. We've got Jack Enzi at 126 for your Duncan Demons. Jack was a state top qualifier last year. He was a champion at the SOI tournament this past December, and recently went undefeated in Florida at the Panhandle Championships. Jack's in on a single leg attempt, trying to come out. Gets in a little bit of a danger position, but he's able to scramble. Keeps the leg right here. No points have been awarded here. Jack gets his leg down. And he's able to square up to his opponent. No points there. Jack close to a takedown, then close to giving up one. But that little scramble makes me think that Jack's the better wrestler in this situation. Jack in on a single leg attempt. He's pulling in, he's going to a double. Able to lift his opponent up. No points yet. Shawnee tries a headlock and they roll out of bounds. No control has been awarded.
Cheerleader tried to make a play there, but
yeah.
It's a dangerous position over there.
There's really, oh, Jack in on the shot.
Oh, he's got that ankle.
Jack's another wrestler who may be going up a weight class right now. He's not quite decided if he's going to be a 120 or 26 pounder yet. He does finish the takedown, gets a 2-point lead with about 5 seconds left here in the first period. He's going to defer, Shawnee wrestler. Enzi attempting to lift. Need to get the
is winning at this point.
Yeah, seems like they're fairly evenly matched. Jack's won a little bit of the scrambles, and like even here, he's not in the greatest position, but he still has control of the leg via the lock. So he's not going to give up loss of control, and the referee finally gives a stalemate call, which is where neither is improving their position. So
is there a timer on that, or is it just kind of a judgment call?
Usually it's about 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay.
And if there's in a match. Enzi's showing a lot of wrestling skill. He won all the scrambles and all the positions. He's still working. .25 seconds left here in the second period. Enzi still on top. He's got a chicken wing locked up. It's one of the positions on top that the Demons are pretty good at. Trying to run it over, get exposure here right before the end of the period, which would be huge. Doesn't look like one, got a 1 count, but that does get a 2 count, which is good for 2 back points. Huge there that Enzi was able to ride out and get the back points, building a 4-0 lead going into the third period. He's going to choose bottom. Enzi with the reversal. Nice little move there. Gets his hips over and across. He's up 6-0 now with the whole period left to ride. Maybe get another turn, build it to a major decision.
And that's 8, correct?
Yes, 8-point individual match. Shawnee's leading the team score right now, 10-3. Demons should be favored in this duel. I think Demons are currently ranked about 5th in the state, 5th or 6th in the state. Enzi's ranked as the number 3 ranked 120-pounder in Class 5A. Riding tough right here. He's got a half. Looks like he's trying to run a half. Really putting a lot of pressure on his opponent, letting him build up to get to his base. He's got about a minute left here in the third period for Enzi to try to get some more points. Shawnee wrestler is kind of going into a ball. He's doing the same thing Savion was doing a while ago, trying to prevent the extra team points. Jack doing a good job of running that half. Can't quite get him turned over there. "15 seconds left. Jack kept fighting the whole time, wasn't quite able to get that last turn. Finishes with a 6-0 win, which is good for 3 points to the Demon, bringing your team score to 10-6.
At 132, for the Wolves, Zeke McDaniel.
Freshman Bryson Burton out on the mat now. Bryson also finished undefeated at the Panhandle Championships. Freshman wrestler, really tough. Looks like a hip toss, gets 2 points. Working on that shoulder there, trying to get a hammerlock position where he can pull the arm out. Bryson being super aggressive right now. And the Shawnee wrestler trying to get out. Good scramble by both guys going on here. No change in position. Bryson ended up in a headlock and is getting the back points. Getting the count right now, taking the arm across the face right here. Needs to lift the head up to secure the fall. And gets the fall at the 104 mark, which brings your team score. Duncan now leads 12-10.
Our next bout at 138.
I think if I was a wrestler, that'd be my strategy. I either want to pin or get pinned in 30 seconds. I'm not doing 3 rounds.
A lot of conditioning gets saved that way. Flip Villarreal now a wrestler at, I believe, 138 pounds. Flip was a state qualifier last year, a match away from placing in the Class 5A tournament.
Now, both of those guys drop to their hands and knees immediately.
Yeah, sometimes you see that, and it'll make your opponent get down to your level, and it gives you a different perspective on how to attack the legs and stuff. It takes away a lot of the openings in your stance when you go down to that lower level. Flip was also an undefeated wrestler at the Panhandle Championships. He placed 4th at the SOI this year. Constant motion, gets in on the shot, comes through the back door, and gets the 2 points when he returns the wrestler to the mat. Flips up 2-0 now. They go out of bounds. Flip still in control. Shawnee wrestler is going to be in the down position. We've got 42 seconds left in the first period. So Chisholm, if you grew up in that town to the north that starts with an M,
That's probably a better way to say it.
how did you avoid getting recruited into the wrestling world over there?
Played basketball. 6'3" helps.
Okay.
6'3" helps, yeah.
An escape by the Shawnee opponent. Back on her feet. And get 1 point for the escape. Score is now 2-1 in favor of Villarreal. Little leg trip trying on there. They go out of bounds. Come back to the middle with 8 seconds left in the first period.
And just frankly, I wasn't tough enough.
It is.
This is a different animal than anything I could have done, for sure.
It does take a different kind of mentality. This is a nice way to put it is wrestling's a fight with rules.
Yeah.
Villarreal's choice, he defers. Shawnee chooses the down position. Flip has a 2-1 advantage at this point in the match. Has hooked the ankle in what they call the Iowa ride. He's trying to take his opponent forward, gets weight onto his hands. Trying to power half on the far side. Shawnee wrestler is Cade Carter. He did place third at the SOI and is ranked 6th in the state at Class 5A at 138. So Flip has a pretty tough opponent right here. He's doing a good job. And there's a 1-point escape. Score is now tied 2-2. Exactly 1 minute left in the second period. Villarreal will have the choice in the third period. Flip did get a takedown in the first period, so you think he might have a slight advantage on his feet here if he can get another one. Got to clear this tie. The wrestler has a 2-on-1 tie. Hard to take a shot when you can't use your wrist. I would imagine you'd see Villarreal take the down position here, try to work for escape, build a lead, which is what he's going to do.
Sponsors, Duncan Builders, Juan Concrete, McCullough Trucking, Catalyst Nutrition and Fitness, Wade Funeral Home, Sarah Harper with Business Real Estate, Precious Construction, and Lucky's Concrete. Thank you for support.
Another move where they use that little hip roll. Flip was not able to get a reversal, does get the escape. Now he's ahead. Minute 40 left in this period. Villarreal with a 3-2 lead. Neither wrestling has a stalling warning at this point. Villarreal's going to stay in good position. Needs to stay aggressive and not try to rest out and get a 3-2 win. He's trying to make sure that he's being smart here. Shot attempt there by Villarreal. Has an underhook. Shawnee wrestler really hasn't generated much offense on his feet, so Villarreal can try to take a shot here and there. Shawnee coach harping. They want a stalling call for Villarreal backing up. There it goes. Villarreal in on a takedown again. Should be able to finish it. This is what he had in the first period, a single leg. He's hooked the ankles, going to push the far leg away. Try to pull his head out here. That'll be a 2-point takedown. Needs to get his head out to get the takedown. And they call a stalemate. Coach Cooper thought it was a little bit early. 15 seconds now. Villarreal has a 3-2 lead. But he does have a stalling warning here. A lot of motion here. Good shot by the Shawnee opponent. We're down to 5 seconds left. Been the best, most competitive match of the night so far. And no takedown. Good match by Flip Villarreal. Wins 3-2.
Sparklight high-speed internet, keeping you connected to what matters most. This live stream will be right back, brought to you by Sparklight. Hope builds. When you make commitment, you build hope. When you keep it, you build trust. 5201 North Highway 81. We appreciate Hope Builds being a proud sponsor of Duncan Demon Athletics.
Back on the mat with at 144, Senior PK Dial with an inside trip. Takes an opponent to his back. Oh, no back points awarded there. Nice trip. I believe this is the first senior we've had here on senior night. PK being aggressive here, working for back points. PK was a runner-up at the SOI tournament this year. He's currently ranked 5th in the state at 144 at Class 5A. Going with the crossface cradle attempt here. Not able to get the head to the leg. Shawnee opponent's wearing a mask like he's got some trouble there. PK with the cradle here. Trying to get chest to chest. He's going to get, has at least a 2 count. Got the full 5 count now, so he will get 3 back points. Switching off to a half. The points will not be awarded until the wrestler gets off the danger position. And this one may turn into a fall. Six-point victory there awarded for the fall. Bumps the team score up to 21-10 for the Demons. Second. Second consecutive senior on the mat for the Demons tonight. Cooper Kelly. Cooper was also a runner-up at the SOI tournament and is currently ranked 6th at 150 pounds. Cooper was a state qualifier last year as a 5th place regional placer. Gets a 2-point takedown. It's one thing about this Duncan Demons lineup. They've got a pretty good dual team because almost every weight they're throwing out a competitive wrestler. He gets the chicken wing. He's about to try to run it over right here. Half in the far side, cupping the shoulder. Cooper's a pretty smart wrestler, taking his time here. He's got his hips over, starting to get the back count. It's going to be close. Wrestler does get off his back. They get awarded the 3 points because he switched over the moves. This should turn into a fall, and there it is.
2 quick ones for the seniors.
It's the way to do it on senior night. Get a pin for the win. Takes the team score to 27-10. This isn't a senior, but it may be Duncan's best wrestler. returning state champion Eli Ramirez.
And your Duncan Demon, Eli Ramirez.
Eli was an SOI champion. I believe he placed third at the Mid-America National Tournament. He went undefeated also at the Panhandle Championships, the dual tournament in Florida. Really slick on his feet. He gets a 2-point takedown there. Trying to suck back right here. He's got the arm trap behind his back. Eli's going to take his... switching over, going to a half on top. Sucking him back here, trying to get some back points. Gets a 1 count. And he switches over to a half right here if he can thread that. Eli's a little bit high. Watch him adjust and get his body back in where he can get chest to chest to have a better chance to get the fall. He's satisfied to get the 3 near fall. Scores 5-0 with a minute left in the first period. Looks like Eli's going to cut his opponent so he can get another takedown. Right back in on a double. Doesn't finish. Scores 5-1 now. Nice little duck under right there. 2 points, makes the score 7-1 with about 30 seconds left in the first period. Sometimes you'll see that where the wrestler on top, if they're having a hard time turning the opponent and they know they can take them down, they'll release them several times just to kind of gain more confidence and break the will of their opponent. Then it makes it easier to turn them when they're a little bit frustrated. And the time ends with the score 7-1. Eli with another suckback attempt, wasn't able to get any back points out of it. Shawnee defers, Ramirez to choose the bottom position. It's my understanding that Eli is also an excellent baseball player. He's already signed with the University of Oklahoma for baseball. Gets a 1-point escape.
I heard this is a pretty good school.
Yes. He gets another takedown. Scores now 9-1, I believe, or 10-1 and a half. This will probably finish it right here. He's got his half, lifting the opponent's head, and he gets the fall. Total time of 2:32 for the match. Brings the team score to 33-10 for Duncan.
It's pointing at the scoreboard.
Okay, we're at 165 now. Deacon Clark, wrestler for your Duncan Demons. Deacon had a good weekend at the Panhandle as well, as did most of our wrestlers.
We actually had somebody reach out to the office about our wrestling team at that tournament, how well behaved they were, how much it seemed like they were having fun, but you know, just kind of doing all the right things the entire time and very professional. I thought that was great to hear. These guys obviously not only competitive and good, but also, you know, doing it the right way. Represent Duncan well.
It was a fun trip. It's kind of interesting because Oklahoma is considered a pretty good wrestling state, and we ended up wrestling Clinton, Oklahoma in the finals.
Really?
Yeah, so there were 2 teams from Oklahoma, and they both made the finals. But no, our group had a lot of fun. We took There were 20 boys that made the trip. 3 map-made / managers. Coach Cooper took Coach Brookshire and I, the junior high coaches, and Miss Henry went as the sponsor for the managers, and the Grays went, and Coach Gray and his wife. So we had a group of 30 people that went. There were some other parents and stuff. It was a fun weekend. Deacon in on a double, finishes. Has a half attempt now. 10 seconds left in the period. We need to finish on top. Might get it. Oh, I was afraid of that. Got a little bit too aggressive and gave up a reversal right there. Deacon's choice in the second period. He defers. Shawnee wrestler choosing bottom. But yes, back to your point, the team did. They behaved really well, and there were no kind of issues. Had a lot of fun. It was a good experience for them. One-point escape by Shawnee. They now have the lead 3-2. And on that trip, Coach Cooper does a lot of stuff with these kids on character building and how to act on and off the mat and everything. Runs really a top-notch program. Deacon hand fighting now, trying to get an opening so he can create a shot. Working on the guy's head, trying to get him out of position. Works the guy's head down. Thought he was going to follow with a shot there. There we go. Nice shot. Looking for a chance to get some back points here. Deacon with the double leg gets the takedown. Now trying to work a half. Shawnee's able to get back to their base. Looks like he's going for a power half. Cranking on that guy's head, trying to turn him. Not able to do it there.
Looks like Shawnee's headgear needs to be a little bit tighter. Moving all around his face.
There's nothing that bothers a coach more than a kid whose headgear is not secured and they're always messing with their headgear instead of wrestling. That's a pet peeve of a lot of coaches. Deacon needs to finish this period out on top. Doesn't need to give up a reversal again right at the end of the period.
5 seconds.
And it's going to be our choice with a 4-3 lead. Going to choose the bottom position. This is a key. A lot of these matchups are key. The next competition that our high school will go to is the Carl Albert tournament this Friday and Saturday, weather permitting. Weather permitting, and that's always a big tournament in Class 5A. It's usually a pretty good preview of the Western Regional. A lot of top teams there. Deacon's down on his belly, needs to work up to his base. There we go, up to our feet. Let's keep coming. Shawnee has a mat return. Deacon's at least on his base now, off of his belly. Keeps pressuring up, gets to his feet again. Duncan Bench is screaming that a locked hands call was missed. So we're nearing the 1 minute mark in the third period. Shawnee riding tough. Deacon's trapped on his belly right now, needs to get up to his base. Really competitive match. Shawnee releases him to give up another escape point. so they can have a chance at a takedown to tie the match. We're down to 30 seconds left. Deacon with a 5-3 lead. No points awarded yet. And Deacon gets the takedown. Goes up 7-3. Big little deal there. And we break our momentum by having a locked hands call. 1 point for the Shawnee wrestler. Makes the score 7-4. Oh, it wasn't a locked hands. He was pulling the guy's headgear, so that was the violation. Score is 7-4 with 14 seconds left. Shawnee's going to be looking for a quick escape and a takedown. Ten seconds left. There's the escape. Deacon's just blocking, gets a sprawl. 1 point escape makes your final score 7-5. Deacon able to hang on, makes your team score 36-10. Demons over Shawnee.
Sparklight high-speed internet, keeping you connected to what matters most. This live stream will be right back, brought to you by Sparklight.
At 175.
New Hope Baptist teaches and preaches the whole counsel of God's inspired inerrant word. Their three core values are people matter the most to God, God is honored in excellence, and finally, what do? We do together. New Hope Baptist, Sunday morning services, 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. every Sunday. They hope to see you there.
Next match is at 175, Isaiah Alex for the Demons. Isaiah is 6th place finisher at the SOI, ranked 9th at 175 right now. He has a pretty tough opponent. Jason Hare is the 10th ranked wrestler at 175 for Shawnee. So another, should be a competitive match here. Isaiah with the front headlock, pulling it down to the mat. Looks like he's going to try for a cradle attempt. Switches off to a single leg. Going back to the cradle, back to the single leg. He's got the leg up in the air, needs to try to bring it down into control. Not quite. There he goes. There he gets the 2-point takedown. Isaiah also had a good weekend at Florida, winning several matches. One of the good things about that Florida trip, you can see a lot of our wrestlers gaining confidence as the tournament went on.
Tyler Diaz and Willow Sigmund will be playing around the applause. Our managers in the Duncan Wrestling squad.
Isaiah doing a power half to the far side. He's got that Iowa ride where he's got the ankle trapped. Might watch him catch this knee. Knee's going to block the head and try to get a cradle. Didn't quite work out that way. Isaiah riding tough with about 10 seconds left. Trying a near side cradle here. Trying to get a couple of points at the end of the period, which would be huge. Has the cradle locked up, but he's going to run out of time. Finishes the period with a 2-0 lead. Shawnee's choice. They defer. Elix is going to take bottom. Like Shawnee's trying to get a leg in. Trying to work to a stand-up position. Shawnee wrestler keeping him down. Up to her feet. There's the escape for 1 point. Scores 3-0. Isaiah on a quick single leg attack. Needs to get his head on the outside of the hip, switch over. This is what he does. Comes to a double leg, hooks the ankle, and then gets 2 points. Now he's up 5-0 there with that quick little flurry. Got about a minute left here in the second period. Jose is a real physical wrestler. Go for a crossface attempt here. Right over in the corner where Coach Cooper can give some friendly advice. Shawnee wrestler trying to get out, made a mistake right there, and he's going to pay for it. Turned right back into Isaiah, who's got him on his back now, getting a count. Looks like they're on the edge of the mat, but you can still get a pin, even though both of the opponents' shoulders are out of bounds, as long as you keep 2 points in. Looks like Isaiah has his knees inbound, so they're still wrestling. And they're about to run out of time with 5 seconds left in this period. Isaiah will have an 8-0 lead going into the third. Shawnee's going to have their choice, and they choose neutral. Another advantage that we saw out of that dual tournament is all of our wrestlers got several matches, some of them as many as 8 matches, and they were able to really build their shape and conditioning in that way.
8 matches in a day, or the course of the tournament?
Over 2 days.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, I think the limit that the OSSA has for, you can have up to 6 matches in a day or 10 matches in a 2-day period. Isaiah with a heel pick, switches over, gets another takedown. Going for that chicken wing series again. Got a wing and a bar. Look for him to come out and run this. Got plenty of time. Good dominant performance so far here.
Got this poor kid tightened in a pretzel.
Yeah, that's getting close to being potentially dangerous. The way that
knee up underneath him like that.
Yeah, the way that left, see that shoulder is going up. We might stop that. Going to switch off, go to something else. Just under a minute left in the period. Isaiah with a 10-0 lead. I would think Coach Cooper would be happy with his team's performance so far tonight. Demons have looked pretty good. Isaiah with both legs in now, trying to power half. Gonna roll the guy over. Chance for a pin with less than 20 seconds left. Oh, and they stop it for a potentially dangerous. Guy's shoulder was going against in a bad direction there. One of the refs' #1 job there is safety of the athletes. Roll through attempt, Isaiah follows. Short time left in the match here. Locked hands, not seen. Ends up being a 10-0 victory for a major decision, which takes your team score to 40-10 for the Demons.
So obviously, as I've mentioned, not a wrestling guy.
Yes.
But I always like coming to sporting events and seeing like the little things that maybe to wrestling people are normal, but to someone who's unfamiliar with the sport, it's just kind of funny. I'll say the pool noodle touching the referee at the end of the time expiring. We can't find a better method than a middle school kid with a pool noodle. That's the official process.
Well, it kind of surprises me that they're even using that here, because they just a second, as we got Bryson Poindexter at 195 or 190 for the Demons. gets a quick takedown for a 2-1 lead. It surprises me that they're even using the pool noodle right now, because in a duel situation where you only have one match going and the buzzer going off, you really don't need to let the referee know. So
Sure.
it's kind of a shock. Bryson with another
But the pool
takedown.
noodle's not just a Duncan thing. That's
No.
okay. Good. Glad the pool noodle's traveling.
Yes. Bryson with the chicken wing after a nice little slide by takedown. He's going to get a fall here. And he does in just 42 seconds, taking the team score to 46-10. Got 2 matches left on the night.
Sparklight high-speed internet keeps you connected to what matters most. This live stream will be right back as we are brought to you by Sparklight. Sparklight high-speed internet keeps you connected to what matters most, with speeds up to 2 gigabytes and advanced whole home Wi-Fi delivered over our fiber-powered network. Sparklight internet keeps you connected with your loved ones, enables seamless access to work and school, and powers your business. Thank you, Sparklight, for being a proud sponsor of Duncan Demon Athletics.
Freshman Corbin Torres gets a forfeit at 2:15, takes the team score to 52-10. Last match of the evening. And Garrett Henry takes his opponent down to his back, going for another fall. It's going to be chest to chest. Should get the fall here, just a matter of getting the body position correct. Shawnee wrestler putting up a good fight. I don't think we'll see the pool noodle in this match. Garrett slides up to the top with a half. And there is the fall at 48 seconds. This takes your team score to final score is going to be the Duncan Demons 58-10.
I'll tell you this about Garrett. First time I've seen him wrestle. I've been to his art class a few times. A little more talented than you expect from a big wrestler like that in the art division.
He's done a good job.
Yeah.
He wins a lot of matches. Looks like we're going to have a couple of exhibitions here. Riley Hunter is going to be the first one. He's a freshman as well.
Great bit of wrestling there, though. Fun event. Appreciate everybody coming out.
It's been a fun evening. I'm not sure how many exhibition matches we're going to have. I can see a couple of more Demons getting ready in the background. Riley stretched out here on a shot. He's got his head caught in the middle. Shawnee wrestler uses the ankles, pulls Riley down to his stomach, and circles around for 2. So Chisholm, did you get anything out of tonight besides the pool noodle?
I've always enjoyed wrestling. Maybe it is my natural roots. But yeah, no, it's fun to kind of learn about this process and learn about these sports that you haven't spent as much time with. But also just a lot of fun to be around such a great program that's successful, you know. I always say sports are a whole lot of fun. Winning in sports is the most fun. It is the most fun you can have.
It does make it more fun when I mean, all the athletes are putting in the same amount of work.
Right.
It's nice to be rewarded with a win for your efforts. The Duncan program is really doing a good job. I mean, we've got a very strong youth program.
Yeah, you showed me that photo of the elementary through the high school. Over 200 athletes in this program, basically from top to bottom. I mean, that's outstanding stuff.
Yeah, you've got a lot of involved people there. Tanya Rochelle is like one of the big leaders of the youth program. Coaches Corey Enzi, Ricky Adams, a lot of other people I'm not naming here, but they do a great job building the program up. I say it's trickling up where Duncan is going to be good. for quite a while. A lot of involvement from the high school coaches like Coach Cooper and Coach Brutch. They're involved with the youth program. Last night they had some city duels where I believe Duncan wrestled Marlowe with the little youth guys. Our youth had several wrestlers go to some national level tournaments at like the JOC, the United States Junior Open Championship over the break. A lot of good things going on in Duncan Wrestling right now.
No doubt about it.
Score is 4-1 for Riley Hunter. He's down. He's on top at the beginning of the second period. Looks like he's jumping out, looking for a cross-face cradle.
Looks like our girls won against Ardmore in basketball just a few minutes ago. Our boys are playing right now. All of that's obviously on our live stream. Check all that out.
That's good. And you said that was currently at the high school,
Yes.
which is another great advantage of this the Simmons Center is because you can host multiple events on the same day.
Yes. We had a swim meet going on in Duncan tonight as well.
Oh, that's great.
Coach Nolan Price, I saw actually wander in the halls here just a second ago. That was earlier this afternoon, the swim meet was. But yeah, Duncan, a lot of facilities, can pull off a lot of stuff all at the same time, which is great for the community, terrible for people like me.
Now, do you cover all the sports?
I try to. Well, I try to give a platform for all the sports, because goodness knows no one wants to hear me talk about wrestling. That's where you come in. But I try to set all the sports up as best I can.
Well, it's been fun working with you tonight, and I'm sure we'll do it again in the future.
Absolutely.
Coach Cooper probably sent me over here so I wouldn't yell the wrong things to the kids.
That's actually what when I was watching the middle school, that was the most impressive thing, is that there's multiple coaches over on the side of the mat, all seeming like seeing such, to me, looks like such organized chaos, but coming to the same conclusion and yelling the exact same thing, like simultaneously. It's really impressive sometimes.
That is one thing we've tried to do is model our junior high program as much like the high school as we can, so it makes it better for the wrestlers that they're learning one system and there's not a lot of confusion in the coaching, and when they move from the junior high program up to the high school that they're learning a new system. So that's one of the advantages that we're trying to do. Hunter down 6-2 now. Edge of the mat. And they go out of bounds with 15 seconds left.
I like this singlet that Riley's got on.
It's like a little bit of an older school
Yeah,
singlet.
I assume this one is probably not as new as some of the other ones, but something about the old logos and old jerseys and all that stuff, I think just looks sharper about 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Yeah, they've got a huge collection of singlets back there in the storage room.
I could only imagine.
They can decorate their guys in as many different fashions as they want.
We'll talk to Coach Cooper about some fashion. Maybe he'll be able to have a weigh in for us.
Riley down 6-2 as we begin the third period. Shawnee wrestlers choosing the bottom position.
Got a little high school royalty. David Ellis making an appearance here at the wrestling. The real question is the better Ellis here? Is Kim Ellis wandering around in the stadium?
Riley's got a cradle locked up. Should get, didn't get any back points yet. Now he's scoring some back points. He's get the bottom end, the side, maybe get a fall. If he doesn't get the fall, he's still going to be down 6-5.
Oh, this is close.
Minute 23 left in the third period here. He's got plenty of time. He's going to go oh, he lost the opportunity for a fall, but he did get the back points. Now he's down 6-5, working on a cradle again.
You see on the camera up top right, Coach Cooper got his kid coaching with him.
Got the cradle locked up again. He's going to pull him back in.
About 45 seconds left.
There's a back count. This will put Riley in the lead. Might get a fall. Does not get a fall, but he's going to pull ahead 8-6 whenever the back points are awarded. Points aren't going to be awarded until there they go. The move has changed. Now Riley's going for an inside cradle this time. Doesn't get it, just needs to stay behind the arms and finish this match on top and get the 8-6 win. Which is what he's going to do.
And he is Riley Hunter with a win.
Big win for Riley there. Cooper did a little baby flip there. He's not as practiced as the cheerleaders. I would not want him doing that again if I was his wife.
Our last foul of the night. Senior Jimmy Gordon.
I think he just said this is the last one tonight. See if Duncan can walk out on top.
I believe it's senior Jimmy Gordon out there for the Demons right now. It's really impressive to see a senior staying out, even though he's not your main varsity guy, but still working hard, coming to practice every day, helping his teammates get better. It's impressive.
That's just that is a reflection to me of what you were referencing earlier when it comes to the culture of the program. If the culture of this program wasn't good, I assume that wouldn't be the case, right? If you're a senior and you're not in the line, you're probably bailing as quick as you can as soon as the lights turn out. But if it's a fun program to be a part of and all the guys are doing the right stuff, you know, guys stick around.
Yes. He's giving up a takedown here and is in danger of going to his back. He's in a half position. He's tried to roll through it. He does. Gives up 2 back points, so the score's going to be 4-0 now. No, you're exactly right. For seniors to keep coming out, even though they know they're because we've got some really talented wrestlers in front of him, so he's not going to be able to, barring an injury or something, it's doubtful that he makes it to the regional tournament. Wrestling, it's one of the things that's tough about wrestling is you're only allowed to take 1 competitor at each weight class when you do come to the regionals. He's there on a nice double leg now after getting an escape. He's going to score some points there. Should be control awarded, making the score 4-3. About 12 seconds left in the first period here. But no, you really got to respect the guys who keep coming out and battling like that.
Absolutely.
Oh, gives up an escape with about 2 seconds left, making the score 5-3 for Shawnee.
I'd say another thing that jumps out to me as a non-wrestling person watching wrestling, I can't assume there's very many officials who are 6'8" and 260 pounds. You know what I mean? You got to be pretty limber to drop down to the ground like this guy is.
And most of your officials are familiar with the sport and have done it themselves. Like Joe, I know, used to wrestle at Lawton MacArthur, was a state runner-up for them several years ago. I actually officiated for about 5 years when I got out of coaching for a little bit. It's gives you a different perspective of the sport.
I assume.
And I think a lot of fans should have to officiate a little bit.
Absolutely.
Before they get on to people. It's not as easy as it looks.
I had a running joke for a long time that if you wanted to attend a high school football game or a high school sporting event at any time during the year, you had to go officiate one game. And that's how you paid your entry fee. So everybody be a little bit more nice to those officials.
Yes. For the most part, Oklahoma has a really good group of officials. We went to that Florida tournament and we're kind of, our eyes opened up a little bit to how good we have it here in this state.
It's amazing what a little perspective will treat you every so often.
Yes.
Yeah. $50 seconds left here in the second period.
Jimmy down 8-3. Maybe he can mount a comeback like Riley did a while ago. He's trying to get a reversal here. He just keeps scooting his hips. Oh, he almost had a reversal. Now he's in danger of putting himself to his back. He's going to give up back points here. And the fall with 12 seconds left in the second period.
I think that's going to do it. Well, I appreciate you stepping in for us.
Right,
the great Bobby Cook was supposed to be here, but I think you probably did a little bit better of a job fighting against.
Oh, Chisholm or Bobby's over there helping with the score. So
I think he didn't actually want to do this, and he jumped at the chance to run the scoreboard instead.
Oh, so.
I'm not a lot of fun to hang out with, so I get that. But I appreciate you jumping in.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I'm sure we'll do it again. Good working with you.
Sparklight, high-speed internet, keeping you connected to what matters the most. This live stream was brought to you and sponsored by Sparklight. They have high speeds up to 2 gigs, advanced through the whole home, as well as your workspace. Wi-Fi delivered through their fiber-powered network. Sparklight Internet keeps you connected with your loved ones. Endless and seamless access to work and school empowers your business. Thank you, Sparklight, for being our new title sponsor here for the Duncan Demons Athletic live stream. Hope builds. When you make a commitment, you build hope. When you keep it, you build trust. 5201 North Highway 81. Hope Builds has been a great successful partner here of Duncan Demon Athletics for a very long time, and we appreciate them for being a sponsor of this live stream as well. And finally, New Hope. New Hope Baptist teaches and preaches the whole counsel of God's inspired, inerrant word. Their 3 core values are people matter the most to God. God is honored in excellence. And finally, what do? We do together. New Hope Baptist Sunday morning services at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. They hope to see you there. Again, my name is Chisholm Holland. I apologize for my naivete when it comes to wrestling, but it was a whole lot of fun to be out here. This program obviously rolling right now. It's got a lot of great things going in a lot of great directions. So we appreciate Coach Cooper for having us out as well. But that's going to do it for us. This has been a live stream brought to you by Duncan Demon Athletics and Sparklight. Don't forget, though, the men's varsity game is on right now as well. It is on YouTube, so if you're watching on Facebook right now, just hop on over to Duncan Public Schools' YouTube page, and you can find not only this live stream, any live stream in the future, but also basketball tonight in the varsity. There you go. Again, appreciate everybody watching. This has been Duncan Demon Athletics.